Alright, hopefully I can do this in one take because I'm actually not feeling good right now, which is not cool because today I'm starting a new position up at work. I will update you guys on that on Monday. But yeah, I'm gonna be sniffly and everything, so this is gonna stink totally. But I was going to do a comical review on the first volume of Bleach just for kicks, you know, do a sort of, oh, I'm gonna just read through pieces of it and make a comment on it. Like, I started flipping through it and then I actually started reading it to my surprise, because I didn't really like reading the manga because it's got a bunch of action, and when stuff has a bunch of action I prefer to watch it in anime form. That way I can watch it all in color happening and whatnot. So yeah, so I think I might say that for next week, hopefully, if I'm feeling better, which I should. But if not, then it'll probably be another lame review. So I hope this review isn't lame because I actually was planning on doing this review like several months ago and I forgot, or I just got distracted with other stuff. But I decided to do this again, even though I'm going out of order. This is probably the only manga series I will read out of order, besides Lucky Star and Azumanga Daioh. Although I've finished Azumanga Daioh, so that doesn't technically count. But yeah, that would be Star Trek the manga. This, to my surprise, is the second volume. I got the first volume in my Right Stuff haul that you guys saw on Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday, because it was between 12.5 hours of work. So yeah, which explains why I didn't have a video up on Monday and Wednesday, just so you know. Alright, so Star Trek the manga. This is for all you Trekkies who are otakus. This is actually totally worth it. There are a bunch of short stories, and each one apparently has a piece of an anthology that's coming out. This one has Suicide Note, so at the back it tells you, you know, excerpt, and this one's Suicide Note. Yeah, it's a novel. So there's a novel in the manga! And this is also done by Tokyo Pop, so if you see it, you better snag it, otherwise you will probably never see it ever again, unless you go to used bookstores. Yeah. Alright. So, Star Trek the manga. It's read like an English book from left to right, not right to left, so no confusion there. Tokyo Pop does that every so often. This is actually done by a Japanese artist, mangaka, whichever one you want to do. Of course, it's action sci-fi because it's Star Trek. I do believe that it's just Star Trek, not Star Trek Next Generation and stuff, so it's got Kirk and Spock, but it's like a short story. So it has different, where is it? It has different stories in it, so it's not just one big story in one volume. Hence why you can read them out of order, because they don't continue or anything. So yeah. So each different story has a different art style. This one has a very manga-esque art style. This is the first one. The second one is a little more anime-esque than the one before it. And then the next one, if I could find it, is very detailed. No. This one's like a comic book, kinda. So you got that form and art style and stuff. And then the next one is the one that's very detailed. Also like a comic book and stuff. So they each have their own different art style. They each have their own different little stories and stuff. Which is really fun, because if you don't like one art style or something in there, then you'll probably like another. Because I know some people are really picky about their art styles and some just don't care so long as the story is good, or because they just adore a certain mangaka. You never know. Or series, whichever. But this is actually really good. They're little short stories. They follow the basic, Star Trek plot. The ship is going, something happens, they go to deal with it, and then, everything's good at the end of it. Everything's gonna be good. Kirk's not gonna blow up. Scotty's not gonna fail to get the Enterprise to go. You just know it's gonna work. It's like a basic... It's like you know what's gonna happen in the novel. The beginning, the middle, the end. You got the same with Star Trek. They go, trouble, they save the day. It always happens, so it's not even a spoiler. But yeah, I really recommend this. If you guys like Star Trek, if you don't bother with it because it's Star Trek. Why would you get it unless it's a manga and you're like, oh, it's a manga, I'll like it. If you don't like Star Trek, you won't like it. So if you don't like it, stay away from it. I'm not gonna say anything else. Don't like Star Trek, don't get it. Like Star Trek, get it. If you like manga and you don't know if you like Star Trek, get it. If you like sci-fi, get it. Get it, get it, get it. While supplies last. I don't know where you can find this. Right Stuff may still have it in their closeout section. There are 3 volumes, and then there's also one for the next generation, which is over there. I didn't bother to get it because I didn't think I would be mentioning it, but there is one for the next generation. So if you prefer Captain Picard over Captain Kirk, there is the next generation manga, which I believe follows the same short stories in the volume sort of thing. I think. I'm not sure. I kind of flipped through it. I didn't really read it. I'll admit to that. I do that with all my manga. I flip through it. I'm like, oh, this is good. Let's buy it. Or, oh, I have volumes 2 and 3. I should get volume 16. I'm weird. I know. I buy out of volume order. I always have. I always will. So yeah. I'm distracting myself. But I succeeded in not sneezing. I get brownie points for that. Watch me sneeze now. No, okay. So yeah, Star Trek the manga, good. This is the second volume. Let me just say this. This right here, second volume. The first volume, usually they'll say if it's the first volume. It doesn't have volume numbers on it. So you don't know unless you're buying it online and it says. That's how I did. I thought this was the first one, so that's why. That's actually why I did read it first, because I thought it was the first one. Yeah. Go figure. So yeah, distracted again. I'm easily distracted. That's all I have to say. It's good. I've already said what I'm going to say, so I'm just going to... I'll see you guys later. I'm going to bed. Because I recorded this the night before. Oh yeah.